be one of the greatest, that is a vow, yeah, that is a promise. Always wanted to be famous, just being real, yeah, just being honest. My haters gon' always be nameless, give them no clout.
Hey now, say now, it's your boy Isaac, TeN. You here with Talk with TeN, and I got two wonderful guests. I got Undivorceable. How did y'all come up with that name? I got PJ and Miss Kitty here.
Yeah.
So let's get to it. We got a lot to talk about. Let's start with that.
Well, go on to it.
So we had decided to do this, do a segment show for YouTube, right?
Okay.
So,
And we did it.
and we did it.
It's on YouTube.
It literally was how we started in the entertainment industry.
Y'all YouTube called Undivorceable too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Our YouTube is called Undivorceable. So it was a 3-segment show. So it was a relationship topic. So we would do a relationship starter topic. We talk about it. He would say things that I'm not responsible for, and then I would say things of logic.
He the more rough one.
Oh,
Opposites attract.
I would be like this.
Yeah.
Because it was non-scripted. Right? So our crew would lay things out, and then we'd pull it, and then that's what we would go with.
Okay.
And so it was fresh. So it was fresh off the dome. So we had that segment, we had a cooking segment, and then we had a fitness segment where we did 3 exercises, to help, couples get back into the routine of exercising, which it really was just our life, because we do 97% of our lives together.
Okay.
So we just turned it into a segment show. So the thought process was to do so many episodes and then shop it to the networks. But we didn't get a chance to do that because it turned into going into the film industry to where we are now. But the name Undivorceable, so we were kind of kicking around a name. So the name dropped in my spirit.
Yeah, I'm kicking around my name right now as we speak.
The name dropped
Talk with TeN.
The name dropped in my spirit. And so he had a name, I had a name. And so...
What was his name, if you don't mind me asking? This us.
It was something wild. It was something wild. And so, but in all fairness, so I wrote it on a piece of paper. He wrote his name on a piece of paper. And then we just kicked in some other names on a piece of paper. So we balled it up, threw it on the bed, and then I let him pick, and that's the name he picked was Undivorceable.
Come on now.
So that's what we still with. It was the Holy Spirit speaking and picking.
So how long has Undivorceable been going around?
So we have been actually in business since 2019.
Okay.
Since
So about 5 years now.
Yeah,
So about 5 years now. So about 5 years.
Did y'all come together with the same like-minded business, or was y'all working other jobs and say, we want to do film?
Well, we actually, we both have had our own independent businesses of each other.
Uh-huh.
So this was another business venture for us.
So both of y'all was entrepreneurs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can y'all tell me about them trials?
So, basically when you decide to run with an idea, there's the emotional side of it, because you really want to do it and you feel passionate about doing it. Mm-hmm. But then there's the logical business side of it, which is the steps. How do I do it? What do I do first? What do I do second? Is this a good idea? Is this a market for it?
Yeah.
Then once I do it, where am I putting it? For us is when it came to Undivorceable, it was a situation where, okay, we know we can do it. We put together a crew. Now we know we can film it. We sit down and we decide how we're going to do the shows, what's going to be the best process to do it, because you can't hold people's lives up. So you got a crew. So how can we do this efficiently? So you sit down and you think logistics, because now I've got to physically do something.
Okay.
So then from there, it's like, how do we effectively do this? We film as many shows as we can in a day. We have wardrobe down with us. We have the location for a day. We know how long we're going to do this segment. All the prep work for the cooking. We filmed 5 topic shows, 5 cooking shows, and 5 fitnesses in one 12-hour.
Who is more of the planning and who is more of the see if things, this how it gotta go, baby? We 10 minutes late. Come on. You more of the planning, he more of the enforcer?
I'm more of the planner, he's more of the enforcer.
Where the crew at, baby? Where the crew at? Let me call him.
He's the enforcer. All right, that's enough. There's enough takes, He's the enforcer.
Baby, we're going over budget.
But the thing about it is, it's so incredible because he allows me to be in my space, in my intelligence, and I allow him to be in his intelligence, and it literally just works.
Okay.
It literally just works. And it's the best part about 100%. So it's not 50-50. Some things it's 70-30. Some things it's 60-40. Some things it's 50-50. Some things it's 100-0.
With y'all life being so structured and hectic, how do y'all balance family with your entrepreneurship and do y'all hire family? Because that's very tricky. You got the saying you can't work with family for some reason.
Work with family that's cooperative.
And how many times do y'all give them a pass?
You know what, really,
But
we haven't had to give our family a pass. Like, for instance, like our business is very much a family-orientated business.
Okay.
So my mom, in the business, because we act as well as we work
do.
behind the camera
We do
and have the film
everything
production.
Okay.
From A to Z.
So y'all act and find roles that fit.
We cast, we act, we involve, she direct, we write,
we
we
do
involve now,
locations.
we involving ourselves now with the backside of it.
Okay.
Right, so learn the camera.
So we know about aspect ratios, we know about, can't no cameraman talk to me and be talking on my head no more, that's over.
Come on now.
You know, we know what camera, we know about camera lenses, we know about the editing side
about
of it,
being
how many
being educated.
terabytes,
But our family members,
all this type of stuff.
in
So
front of the camera, it is, Philip and myself, our daughter Isabella, who's
Okay.
a dynamic actress.
How many kids do y'all got?
Together, we have seven.
Okay.
Everybody grown except
Yeah, everybody's grown
basically
except two.
Okay.
Except two. And
So-
she's in the business. She works in front of the camera and behind the camera. Not only on our projects, but she also works in the industry as well.
Right.
So
Okay.
she does commercial. She's a
Right.
commercial actress, film
Right.
actress,
Man,
PA. My mom is our lead set designer.
Okay, so it's very family oriented.
Very family oriented.
Y'all got like 1 in a million that can actually work together. Everybody strive to be y'all, and because
Yes, and then-
family can't work together a lot.
But it's not.
Some-
it's not a
some
lot.
can't.
Some can.
some can't be realistic, some
Because you have some, but
Because
you
they-
know their
people take
business.
advantage. They
Yeah,
try to take advantage.
facts.
Yeah.
Or
And
they-
then those you give them an opportunity, right? So you got to try the spirit by the spirit. So you give everybody an opportunity, and then you see what they do with it.
Yeah, it's on them.
Yeah.
It's on them.
It's on them.
Being late is one of the key things.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. Take your project, take my stuff serious like you would somebody else.
Right. And then you quickly know. A lot of time you know what your family can do and what you can't.
Yeah. You already know the characteristics of certain family members. So
Like Boosie said, I put them in that position so I wasn't mad. I wasn't mad.
you already know.
And we've done that. And
Yeah.
we've wanted more for others than they wanted for themselves. And then we were mad.
Okay.
You know what I
get
mean?
mad.
So you learn because
if you know this
wisdom is
guy,
from that knowledge.
he's not capable of being behind the camera, and he your brother, and he just, I'm just saying as an example, he's a knucklehead.
It's
He ain't
your
gonna show
fault
up-
if you
He ain't gonna show up on time. He ain't gonna,
Facts.
man, I can't have you on my camera, man. You got to be on time. Number one, be on time. That's most of it right there.
My favorite line is, "Let us stop this before we don't be family no more. Let us cut this out before it goes too far." And we
Once you
done,
cut that out, y'all still may not.
yeah, because they looking at it a certain way.
Yeah.
With y'all having several movies on Tubi and up for a nomination on an Oscar, getting considered, y'all been through a lot of trials. Can y'all give me one trial the biggest trial that y'all learned from? Either spending too much money, fight on the set, or anything.
Man, I can name a few. Probably invested in too much money. Projects.
Can you give us a little bit more details what you
Why I
spent
say
on?
That was early on because we were still learning, and we still are learning. You know what I'm saying? You never stop learning. So in the beginning, we was virgins.
Yeah,
To the game.
that's one of the looks that you used to have. Choice of words.
Yeah, we were virgins.
Choice of words.
So,
Yes.
I ain't popped the chair yet. Choice of words. Okay, me too, my bad. Me too. What part of town is she from? Highlands. Okay.
so
Where you from? South Garden?
By way of Turtle, Texas.
Okay.
So, with that being said, not knowing, man, people take advantage of your lack of knowledge. That's why the Bible says, for the lack of knowledge, my people perish. When you don't know something, you always get stiffed.
Yes.
Because, like I said, like I was stating earlier, I know something about how the camera thing go. I know what terabytes is. I didn't know that when we first got in.
Yeah.
God could have told me, hey man, I need another card, man. Even though
it costs $150, even though the little card $30.
The card 60.
No, that.
Well, depending on terabytes, depending on megabytes and terabytes.
Getting it from us to do another project with not understanding, not knowing what was needed and what was not.
Yeah,
stuff like that, man. Just because they know they take advantage of what you don't know. So, hey man, I need another card. All right, cool. You thinking it's for your project?
They using it for theirs and everything else. Yeah.
So
they keeping the card too. Hold on, that's really my card.
Because you don't know.
Yeah, you could just go put it on the computer and erase it off the card.
Man, now I know you. I'm downloading audio. I'm downloading everything on set.
Yeah.
We ain't waiting. I think, you know what I'm saying? It's a different ball game now.
Yeah.
Because I know. I'm in the know now. I'm in the know business. So once you get in the know business, let's stop all that get advantage of.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I would say for me, trusting the wrong people.
Trusting the wrong people.
That too.
For the right reasons. So when we came into the business, of course, like I said, we both have been in business. We were just new to the industry business.
Yeah.
Okay.
So coming into the industry business, looking around because we worked on other people's projects, helping them either with casting or locations or, like I said, acting before. So we befriended a lot of humans, along the way as we were building up and getting the experience. So in doing so, bleeding heart me, and I'm going to put it all off on me because I do. I love humanity and I love loving on people.
Yeah, you love trusting.
But I
can tell that.
I learned very early on that a lot of these industry people were in very bad business deals. Right. So I prayed on it and I wanted to make sure that God opened up doors where I can save everybody.
Yeah,
you try
to help everybody.
Deals and
Philip want to look people in their eyes.
Yes, and I'm like, no, but I love them.
And with that being said, she adapted that attitude and displayed it, and people took advantage.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
So y'all needed each other.
Yeah. Right, and then, but it came to.
But it's a learning. Everything is
learning. It's a learning thing because I love being me. Right? I just was me for the wrong human beings. And although I saw things, my desire to help outweighed my common sense in a lot of situations. Right. But by the grace of God, He always covered us in business to ensure that our family was safe business-wise, because we were always on the up and on the right side of business, trying to do right by others. Right. So when they turned the tables, because as we were told, I guess people didn't see us coming. Mm-hmm. So our elevation.
Y'all came by a storm.
Yeah.
With a storm.
Elevation, God elevated us to the point we didn't even recognize it because we were busy.
We just working.
We were working. We put our head down, work, and we're pulling everybody in with us.
In the word discernment, you really don't get discernment without the lessons.
Right, and I started saying my discernment is broken.
But you got to go through the lessons to even get the wisdom. You just don't come out the womb with the discernment. You got to go through the fire to actually get the wisdom and get the right judgment. Yes. And I've been here before. I've seen this. Let me use the right.
Because now I have that feeling.
Yeah.
I know what that feels like. I know what the good feeling feels like. I know what the bad feeling feels like. So when you asked, how do we do this entrepreneur thing, and we do the balance between the family, the house and the business, a lot of that is in forgiveness. Because sometimes there's only so many hours in a day. So if you had to do more family this day, you got to forgive yourself and be like, okay, I know either I'm going to have to stay up late and finish those memos and put that together, or I'm going to charge it to the game and I'm going to do it tomorrow. But that is going to take a little bit more of our family time away.
Yeah.
But everybody's understanding, so transparency helps us by being transparent. And because they know what we're doing, they understand why the time has to flip and flop.
Has there ever been a time where business got in the way of family and it kind of, y'all had to figure that out? I know it don't get figured out overnight, but if you don't put your daughters or the 7 kids in movies or in y'all business, how do y'all manage and bring it together, going to football games, basketball games, volleyball practice or whatever?
Well, that's the beauty too of being your own boss.
Scheduling.
It's scheduled.
Oh, absolutely.
You can schedule.
But these kids' schedule is overpowering ours right now.
At one point, we had what? Three in college, three at college in 3 different states.
Oh, that's a lot.
So that was a lot. But again, because we're on the what do you call it? The production side of it, and we own it. We can manage to the schedule.
When did it click that y'all wanted to own the production? Because I know y'all started 5 years ago, but can y'all take me down a journey of when it clicked, saying I can do this myself, or we can do this ourselves? Was it 5 years ago when Undivorceable started?
It was probably in 2022.
So about 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was on one production and it didn't go well, and again, put my heartstrings out in something, and people took advantage, and I came home and I was like, I had enough, and stayed in my car, and then I got a call from DeMondre Crystal, who's a dynamic writer out here and actor as well, and his sister is one of Jennifer Hudson's backup singers. And just a really sweet guy. And we literally met him in an elevator at a whole other function. And we were like, hey, just call us. He needed a basketball gym. And this was probably the year before. And he called me out of the blue. And he was like, I'm on this project. I really need your help. And so we talked in the car. I got out of the car. I came in the house. Of course, I'm telling him what's happening because I done went from sad to mad now. About it. And so he just...
You cried that day, huh?
I cried in the car. But when I got in the house, by the time I got in the house and I got off the phone with DeMondre, now I'm mad.
Okay.
Because my birthday, Valentine's Day, I'm an Aquarius. I'm cool until I'm not. And so when I'm talking to him about it, and he was like, babe, we need to just start handling things ourselves. We can do all of this.
A to Z.
A to Z. And so it started off with DeMondre's project he had written. And then so we engulfed that project. And that was our first actual Undivorceable project. I directed it. We executive produced it.
That was it. Yeah, that was
our
well,
first
we
one.
actually, before that, we were doing locations.
Right.
Okay.
So we were doing
For other people. Okay.
First Love was the
we was getting
first
location
movie
and cast.
that we actually took on as Undivorceable, and we're like, we got this. And it was absolutely incredible. It was a timepiece, 70s, from the outfits that were all
First Love, it's on Tubi right now.
handcrafted by Gio, who's a fashion designer in Fort Worth, to the homeowners that still had home interior design in their homes, and we were able to go in and be a vessel, and the cast was amazing. Everything went as planned. So
Do y'all still work a regular job and let y'all regular job fund this, or when was it that y'all quit y'all regular jobs and said we can do this full time?
So I left my regular job in January of 2018.
Okay, what did you do, if you don't mind telling us?
I was a teacher.
Okay.
Elementary school teacher at the time.
Okay.
And before then, I was in management at Verizon, and we created FiOS, FiOS network system where everybody has fast running computers to the house. So just different things to jump around.
And PJ, what did you do?
I drove trucks.
You drove trucks? Okay. 18 wheelers?
Yep.
Okay, I'm driving box trucks now, and man, I hate it.
26 years.
And then he started his own hot shot business.
I started my own hot shot business from there. And then once I started that, I was like, damn, it was cool, but I was like, I'm away from the house more.
When you work for yourself, you put in a lot of hours.
Yeah, that's my problem now. I'm over the road and feel like I'm working harder, sleeping in the trucks, and
You're gonna have to though. You gotta find.
I had to, you know what I mean? I had to, which don't get me wrong, it provided a decent lifestyle and everything, but I'm like, man, I'm I'm just tired. I'm like Forrest Gump, man. I'm tired of running.
Come on now. Come on. I'm tired too. I ain't been running that long. I'm tired of running in this box truck.
This ain't even about the money. I just tired of doing this.
Yeah.
I always knew it was something else for me to do. I knew I could be an owner. So I wasn't worried. But I didn't see this coming though.
Come on now.
I never saw. I can't sit here and tell you.
Yeah.
I saw this coming.
Come on
Not
now.
at all. And when you can't see it coming, you know it's God.
And y'all got your own mentoring nonprofit. We're gonna get to that. But do y'all have any mentors that y'all look up to?
In the film industry, it's like came in waves. Like God has put people in our lives to pour into us and to put us in rooms and opportunities.
It's mostly the ones that's older. That's been doing it for a while. That's more
seasoned and settled.
Do y'all got individual mentors or y'all combine talk to? No. It's just seasonal. Whoever.
Well, I do have a couple people. Ron. We look at Ron. Yeah. One of our attorney friends.
Okay.
He's a good friend of mine. Good guy I can call on for anything. Advice, whatever it may be. It don't matter what it is. So I don't have my circle's small.
Okay.
Mine's is real small. So and that's intentional.
Yeah. So if he talks to you, you done something real.
Come on now.
I don't.
I talk to way more people.
Y'all complimenting each other.
Man,
but we talk about.
But I let her fly till I say it's time.
Reel it in. Come on.
But we talk
it's
about
bedtime, baby.
We talk about everything, so that's why even if they're in his circle or in my circle, each circle feels close to both of us. Yeah. Because we include each other.
It's no separatists. Ain't no separatists.
So if I'm on the phone and I'm talking about different things, it's on speaker. So that even if he's not a part of the conversation, he's still a part of the conversation.
Okay.
And then the same thing. And then if he wants to chime in, they're comfortable enough with him because I've talked about him enough or he's joined in the conversation enough.
This is funny. A lot of anybody that call me, most of the time I don't answer my phone, right?
They call her.
Is he with you? Of course,
you seen PJ?
Sounds like
hey, why you ain't answering the phone, man?
I was busy, man. I was busy.
But it's all love, right? Because they know that we care for them. They know how we care for each other. So there's no separate of a situation. So it's working in personal life and it's working in business. And so it's important to us. Like it's got to matter. And we're very intentional about each other.
Okay.
And we're very intentional about the business. We're very intentional about the things that we do. And we were very intentional about how we wanted to help people and bring them up. Right. So we understood when they got to be backstabbing. Yeah. We understood that too because it's very easy to see because if I'm good to you on purpose, I understand if you're good to me on purpose, and I can also see if you're bad to me on purpose.
And being a good leader is to serve. You can't be a good leader if you're not serving.
Right. You got to have the servitude mentality.
Now, I don't let somebody's bad deed or bad seed, I don't project that on somebody else. Yeah. That's between me and you. It ain't
facts.
For all of us.
Facts.
I don't do it like that, so I do. It's equal opportunity, but at the same time, the opportunity, I realize too in this industry, you just can't give somebody stuff. Uh-huh. You know what I'm saying? Somebody say, oh man, I want to work with you, or I want to do this and do that.
I got to put that best foot forward.
Yeah, I got to see, it's something you really want to do, or you just chalk it. Or
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot. It's in every industry though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cloud chasing.
It's a lot of that, man.
It is a lot of attention-seeking behavior.
Yeah, everything for social media.
Yeah, everything for social media.
It's a gift and a curse.
You know what I'm saying? You want to work with me, but hey, you watch one of my movies.
Facts. Have you supported me in anything?
Okay, well, what you like about it?
Have you supported me on anything?
Yeah, you don't even, you follow me on, but you don't like my comment, you don't heart it, you don't say nothing, but you follow, but you want me to help you start your production company.
Yeah, you got to give.
I didn't even know you exist.
Come on now.
But the point is, if you want something, you have to show yourself to be friendly, show yourself, you know what I'm saying, make a statement to the person that you want something from, Because at the end of the day, I should be able to get something from you. You should be able to get something from me. Just like that's a first change. That's a great relationship.
Yeah.
Reciprocation.
It should.
Very good.
It ain't got to be money exchange. I should be able to call you and get some advice.
Yeah.
Solid advice. Sound advice. You know.
And the older we get, it really don't got an age limit on it too. Because the way this world moving and how fast, y'all already know, technology, we can't keep up with everything. So we need them resources. And these young people know how to work the camera, the technology way better than we do.
But that's the importance of mentorship.
And that's why I need young people, young energy around me, because they keep me young.
And we talking about serving, community, and mentorship. Can y'all tell me a little bit about y'all nonprofit? When did it start? What does it serve, and what it's mainly about?
So Matters of Life is our nonprofit. Matters of Life 365 means life matters 365 days a year.
Okay.
There's no time that life don't matter. So we actually help. We pour into homelessness. We sent the homeless people back to their families.
Okay.
We definitely feed them, and also it's our ministry. Get some preaching, some word, get some good word there too. So we actually got a social media platform for that.
Okay.
As well, but
and you can get a lot of sermons and Bible studies.
It ain't just homelessness. It's whatever.
Okay.
If you need need a helping hand, you know what I mean?
Yeah, facts.
It's various things.
Have y'all been able to get grants or any help from the government, or is just right now serving and coming from the heart?
Right now it's serving and coming from the heart.
Serving come hard. We come out of our pocket.
We haven't done that part. Grant writing is such a skill.
Yeah, facts.
And so you need someone who actually knows.
I'm in this group called Grants. They actually got a school. They got a list of grants that come out every month. I'm gonna send it to you, because every month they come out with a different list of grants, you might as well just start applying for something.
Yeah,
you never know.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna share the PDF. I'm gonna share the PDF with you.
That'd be great. And that's the thing. A lot of things, and even in how these industries, right, that are coming up, we have industries now that weren't there 50 years ago.
Yeah.
And a 50-year-old person is not old.
Facts.
Do you know what I mean? That's how quick things are changing. So getting subject matter experts in these different fields, it changes all the time. And like you said, it's not about age, it's about access.
Facts.
Access and attitude. Because you can get access into a place, but get yoked up with the wrong attitude.
It'll tear it up.
That door.
It'll tear it up.
And a lot of times, it's not a fool born every day. It's a person who just don't know.
And like PJ just said, it's knowledge. Knowledge is the biggest thing. Are y'all reading any books? Can y'all share with the camera what's y'all best book you done read, or give the youngsters?
The Bible.
The Bible is for you, PJ?
The Bible will always be number one. I do a lot of self-help, so even when I'm studying the Bible, like the art of preaching, things like that. Help me
Do you see yourself going down the line of a preacher one day?
Oh, he's a minister now.
Oh, you already a minister. You already told me that. I was thinking just a deacon. That is just a deacon.
He go down through there.
Okay.
So I'm steady trying to sharpen myself. You know what I mean?
And I've been looking for a ministry to give my tithes to, because I'm getting in that space, but I don't know who to give my money to right now. So whoever my heart.
Right now,
I got my own nonprofit too, so I give back in that way and speak to myself like that's tithing for me. But really, tithing is not just giving to church; it's actually feeding back.
It's feeding back into the storehouse.
Yeah.
See, people go always say money. It ain't just money. You know what I mean? It's still time.
It's your time.
You know what I'm
effort.
saying? You got to give time.
Your evangelism. You know, just like you talk to somebody. We do so much ministry out in the
ministry now, right now. Hey,
yeah.
I'm gonna help y'all. Hey, I'm gonna get that to you. That's you don't look at it like that. But
facts. I just look at it the person my granny raised.
Go out into the world and be a vessel. That's what you're doing with your ministry. I watch you. I see when you post.
Yeah, I still got some of him in me. I get a sidetrack, but I be asking God, bring me back.
Guess what though?
I be saying I ain't get all these tattoos for a reason, but they gotta show them. Go ahead.
Exactly how you are. He already know what's in you.
And you're progressing.
Facts. And that's why I went on a leap of faith, because I hate the way my voice sound on camera. I hate it, but everybody I meet, they say you need to be in front. You don't need to be in the back.
That's what I had to realize. Like, my voice raspy, right? And it's I hate her. She know. I don't like her.
Yeah, she had to pull you to be on this.
Man, I don't like. Man, you know what the crazy part about it?
Everyone
People love my
else
voice. Everybody mimic my voice.
Yeah.
Homeboys, everybody say, man, you know, they call me talking like me. But it's funny that my voice is unique.
Facts.
So your voice is unique.
Yeah.
On purpose.
Facts.
So it ain't for you.
And when y'all met me, I just was getting out of my shell. I was so nervous and didn't know what I was doing, or even if I could it when y'all first met me.
When we got there.
I did. But it was new. It was new, and I felt nervous.
And we brought Sydney. Sydney.
Y'all still work with her?
Oh yeah.
That's not good.
Oh,
Okay.
So Sydney is in our movie Hunter of the Night. Does a fantastic job, but she just started her own modeling agency.
Oh, agency. And she really young too.
21.
Come on now.
She is an incredible human being, but again, she listens
Come on now.
and she does.
Yeah.
Listen and do.
Can y'all give the camera a list of y'all movies and how many movies y'all got? I know y'all got 3 on Tubi right now. 1 considered for an Oscar next year. We gonna win that Oscar next year.
win that Oscar.
But can y'all list y'all movies and where you can find them at?
So we have 3 Undivorceable Film Studio productions on Tubi right now. First Love, there is a beautiful woman singing on the cover. It is our 70s throwback movie. It's about 2 young people who defied their parents, who have a love for music, and they end up finding each other, and with all the adversities, do they make it?
Okay.
Do they make it?
Black love story.
Yes, and our next one is Distinguished Robbers. It's what do you do when your back's against the wall? And then what happens when good guys do bad things for a good reason?
Okay, most of the Highland Hills kids.
Right, they're still bad. And then we have the gangsters in there too, who doing bad things, but they're all gorgeous.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's something for the ladies, and you know, it's a good back up against the wall story, and we're really proud of that. And then we have Hunter of the Night, which is our first slasher thriller. Both Hunter of the Night and First Love, written by Demondre Crystal, directed by myself, and produced by Undivorceable Film Studios. It's a young people movie. It's like a 90s throwback of I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's really, really cool. So college kids take a weekend trip.
That's the one I seen.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one.
And all are doing very, very well. We're very, very proud. The community has really came out for all 3 of the movies. And we have now the film that I wrote, co-wrote. I came up with the storyline, directed, Undivorceable Film Studio produced. Oh man, it's incredible. It's called Mommy's Perfect Match. It is a psycho thriller. You will not stop watching the TV. Like, we did our first movie run through the Studio Movie Grill, and for the week run, it was the #1 movie.
Hey, now.
The Studio Movie Grills in Texas. We were so very, very proud to be a box office hit. I mean, we're independent movie theater, and we're in the movie theater
independent
with actual studio movies. So we're going against everybody who's in the theater.
Was there any trials of actually getting in the studio? Did y'all come against any hurdles? Anybody trying to stop y'all, or is all welcome in arms?
I would say when you get ready to do something different, you got to make sure you're different. And so that's one of the things that we're very proud of with our movies is we don't have that normal, guns and bang bang shoot 'em up. Street thing. That's not what we're about. Not that we couldn't do it, and we don't, what people vision, but we believe in diversity. All of our movies have diverse casts. You'll see some of everything.
You'll see white folks.
You'll see some of everything represented because that's the world we are in.
And that's what I try to do with my podcast. You don't see too many people my age talking about entrepreneurship, day-to-day family things. So I wanted to be different. Most people my age talking about the rap, what's going on, and day-to-day news and stuff.
But it's okay though.
Yeah.
Because it takes all of us to make the world go around.
Yeah, it's okay for everybody, but I'm just saying that I'm trying to be different in that avenue.
And so for us, that's what we do. We're daring to be different, and then we listen and we do. So all of these things is based on prayer. Like we pray, and then when God say move, we're moving. And so to go in the theater was just the right place at the right time, and we had the right credit with the right human being.
Okay.
To be able to say, you know what, y'all are doing something different. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so I want to help you guys get to this next level. But we were also, God had also prepared us.
Come on now.
Because we do business very well.
Yeah.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? It's no rigging of anything like that. It's really I's, T's crossed and all those kinds of things. Even if the players change, the game is still the same.
Come on now. That's where that wisdom come from.
So with Hunter of the Night, that was our first run, and we actually did 3 states in the theater with Hunter of the Night.
What states was in?
We were in Arizona, we were in Florida, and we were in Texas.
Yeah, I ain't tackle Louisiana. Louisiana gonna come out.
We did it because it just wasn't available to us at that time. So when the gift is given, you do what's right with what's on your plate.
Facts.
And so we marketed to those areas. We got into those Facebook groups. We interacted with those people. We showed up at the theater in Texas to make sure that they had representation. So when people came to the movie, they could see the director there. They could see the producers there. They could see some of the actors there. And then we interacted with them.
Okay.
Because how many times can you go into the movie theater
And see them people.
and see the people on the screen or whose name came across the screen and they're in there with you? And it gave people a totally different experience. So we learned a lot through Hunter of the Night, and then the Oscars came through, and they.
How do you get nominated for an Oscar? My bad, cutting you off.
No. So you, your production company has to be registered with the Oscars. So you got to go through the paperwork of everything of doing that, and then you've got to have all your ducks in a row. You got to be You got to be legitimate.
Okay.
And so once you get clearance from there it's about what's the right project.
Okay.
Because you don't want to just submit, you want to submit with purpose, So we came to, so now that we saw the reaction, and then we have multiple sold out shows for Mommy's Perfect Match. So we said, this is the one. And so there's other qualifications that you've got to do. They say you've got to do this, you've got to do that, you've got to do this.
You
also have to be financially ready.
Yeah, because it costs to play.
It costs to play everywhere.
Yeah. So did I cut you off on your 4 movies, or y'all just had them 4 movies?
No, so we have those 4 movies, and then we have another run. So our Oscar premiere is at the Texas Movie Bistro in Lake Worth, Texas. So we would do a whole other run of Mommy's Perfect Match in the theater. We'll have 3 shows a day. Okay. And everybody can go and watch it. The premiere, which is the opening night, it sold out in less than 24 hours. It was bananas.
How do y'all promote with being a up and coming 500 company, production company? Y'all don't have all the resources, so what's y'all main resource of promoting and getting out there to the people?
Emails, text messages, messengers on Facebook, Instagram.
Okay. Old school.
Individually.
Well, social media
Social media
is huge. Social media is huge.
Is
Having
one.
the credit with humans is even better, because I may have 3,000 on my social media. You may have 10,000 on your social media. He may have 50,000 on his social media. But because you love me and he loves me, now I've got 3 plus 10 plus 50.
Yeah.
And as long as you're pushing,
so it could be on.
you're pushing, I'm pushing. And then we're doing the old school things, like never misunderstand the power of the human connection. And that's where a lot of people lose.
Like you said, you connect with people.
Because when I message you directly and I say, hey, this is what I'm doing, I want you to come, that's going to matter to you more than if it just rolls down on your post.
Facts.
Some people jump on the bandwagon for the post because they're down for the ride.
Man, let me tell you how human connection is. She said, we got a podcast, because a lot of people, we getting a lot of traction. I want to listen on the podcast. This woman was over here on. I said, who? She said, it's TeN. I said, oh, okay.
Come on now.
No fight.
But because how our interaction has been from day one.
Yeah, because when I first met you, you had that Holly Hills face on, but once you seen I was from Oak Cliff around the corner, we lighting each other up.
Yeah, so
you're like, ah, he kind of cool. That's somebody I can remember.
But that's what I'm saying. The connection, it matters. So if the connection wasn't, I would be like, I ain't going there.
Yeah, you can go, babe. Don't stay there too long. We got church.
Because this is the thing you have to learn too. Everything somebody offer you, you don't have to accept it.
Yeah, facts.
And you have to.
That's one of my problems, though. I try to accept everything because I think my heart's so big. But with wisdom coming with discernment and your age is going, it been through more than what I've been through.
Yeah, don't mean you have to accept it.
Yeah, facts.
And see, that's what we think. Oh, I got it. No, you don't. You have a right not to accept it.
Yeah.
That's a female. She could, because she offered you something.
Yeah, come on now. And I'm just now getting to that point. 37 years later, I'm just now saying no to the P. No to the P. That's why her face is like that, because me and her husband are some wild boys.
So that's, and because if you accept it, now they put them in your space, you in their space.
And everybody ain't got to be in your space.
No.
And everybody don't need to be in your space.
Facts.
They don't bring peace. They don't bring harmony. They don't bring nothing to the table.
Okay. So with the movie run, and this kind of off topic, but I know it's on topic. 50 Cent just opened his production studio. It's called a production studio, huh?
Absolutely.
And Tyler Perry has his production studio.
Absolutely.
And that's opening gates for y'all, correct? Do y'all want to bring that type of production to Dallas like that, on a big scale like that?
Well, right now, Dallas has a few of those.
Yeah,
Yeah, everybody moving to Dallas too.
They have a few of those, and then the studios are building more out in the DFW area as well. So for us right now in the independent space, that would be a goal, down the road. So say God. But right now, the overhead is what we don't need from a business standpoint, and that's one of those things
that's the beauty of it.
As the entrepreneur part, it would be cool to say, oh, I gutted out this warehouse and I have all these concept rooms and all this kind of stuff, but that's taking more of your finances.
Facts.
They're taking more of your finances. So part of the entrepreneurs, you're working for yourself, so you've got to be responsible with your budget.
Okay.
Got to be very responsible with your budget. And so the goal is to bring more in so you can piece it out. So a third of it you use for your daily living. The other third you use for your savings, because you shouldn't be out here not being able to have life things happen and you can't take care of it. And the other third, and part of that saving is your investing, into what you're doing. And that other third is for you to enjoy life, because you can't be working that hard and work yourself into the ground. You've got to give your own self grace, and that comes with wisdom. And whatever that grace is, like if it's just going to a massage for 100 minutes and saying, I'm going to do that for me, just for me. Nobody's calling me. Somebody's just massaging me, and it ain't leading to nothing. So I'm going to get my whole massage.
Thanks.
Just going to Chili's and sitting in the corner, swinging your feet, and you do the 2 for $25 or 2 for $30. Then you do that because that keeps you sane.
You got to take time for yourself.
Yes, and for just somebody pleasant. Just somebody pleasant.
Okay. We finna wrap it up here in a minute, but I want to ask y'all one question to leave us with. What's up and coming besides the press run? Are y'all having a new movie with casting calls? Because I remember talking to you off camera. Mm-hmm. Y'all said y'all having a casting call in the summer. Mm-hmm. So can you tell me about that movie? And also after you tell us about that movie, tell us where we can find you at.
Yay. So on top of being Mommy's Perfect Match, premiering at the Texas Movie Bistro for the whole week, March 22nd through the 28th, 3 shows a day. Come and enjoy it. April 12th, next month. Our editor, when we talk about the family connection, our editor for Undivorceable Film Studio, he's an absolute wonderful artist, genius of a human being. His artist name is called The Creeper. So we have partnered with him to co-executive produce his first movie called Pain Through Lyric.
Pain Through Lyric.
It will premiere April 12th at the Studio Movie Grill.
That sounds like a musical.
No.
It's not?
It's a cross between Poetic Justice
And Jason's Lyric.
Jason's Lyric.
So
Okay.
it's a romantic street drama.
That's already been shot though, right?
It's already been
Okay,
shot.
okay.
So
Yeah,
it's in
shot.
post-production. It's in post-production now. Tickets will go out next week for the April 12th. Of course, you know how we do premieres, y'all. If you've never been to one of our
we
premieres,
dress
you better
up.
show up
Yeah.
and show out. And it's fun.
They find the tickets on y'all website and on y'all.
Tickets will be through Studio Movie Grill.
Okay.
So that's part of that elevation.
Okay, come on now. Go on now.
So our movies go through the movie theater first, and then once they do their theater run, then we send them on to streaming.
Okay.
So, yes.
Do y'all get a cut of the sales or how do that work with the movie theater?
Oh, that's such a big boy conversation.
Okay, that's a little for later on, y'all. We're going to get them back on the podcast to talk about that.
So get ready to see the advertisements. The trailer is already out. Pain Through Lyric. You can watch all of our trailers on YouTube. So just Google the name of the movie and the trailer will pull up. You can take a look at that. Or you can go straight to Tubi for First Love, Hunter of the Night, Distinguished Robbers. Go to the theater. Pain Through Lyric will also do a theater week run at
Okay.
Studio Movie Grill. So we'll have one show a night. And depending on how that does, it could have some Oscar buzz with it too.
Man, I really appreciate y'all coming out. That's the end of my time. I really appreciate PJ, Miss Kitty. I'm going to give you a hug.
Yeah.
I just love you and appreciate y'all. This talk with TeN, and we out of here. Thank you.